Well, as you can see, I've unboxed a bunch of Royal Mint coins, and the question is, are they any good? Are they in good condition? And will I like them? That's a good set of questions, I think, for today's video. So let's dive in and create all of this mess from scratch. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver and gold. And we've got some cool silver, gold and reverse silver proof coins from the Royal Mint to look at today in the form of the Royal Tudor Beasts, the Bull of Clarence. So excited to see those. Wish me luck for the old gambit of quality control as we go through them. But before we do that, a quick note from the Germania Mint, who are very generously sponsoring today's video. They have sent me through the latest in their Allegories series, the Gallia. Now, if you don't know anything about the Germania Mint or this series, then there are links down in the description box below, and you can go and find out more about them and this series. But in a nutshell, the Allegories series is commemorating the female personification of nations, and Germania is, of course, the Germanic people's personification. Britannia, for example, in the UK, Italia, I think we've had Colombia, we've had before as well, and now celebrating Ireland with Gallia. So a very cool piece, and a huge thank you to the Germania Mint for their continued sponsorship of our channel. Absolutely love this background. It's so beautiful, so well made, and it just sings quality. So with quality in mind, let's jump into the actual unboxings of some Royal Mint coins and take that gambit. So I will say up front that I have had a very brief look at these coins when they first arrived. I always try and have a quick look in case there's anything I need to know before I sort of start filming a video. But they all looked pretty good, to be fair, but what I will always say is there's nothing to substitute looking through sort of a 4K camera at some really quite stunning peaks of gold and silver, and you see every kind of little imperfection in there. So hopefully we won't find anything huge or even small, to be frank, but let's crack open one of the big ones, the big gold 1 ounce proof coin. Now, this is one that I am probably a little bit skeptical about in terms of will I make money on it and have a return from it? The odds are probably not. But it's a stunner, and I do think that this series, the Royal Tudor Beasts, is a sleeper series, and I do think that over time this will do all right. Will it be a Queen's Beasts? No, it probably won't. But I still think that this series is a really beautiful one, and I quite like the history of it, as it's the one that is now with a different monarch on there. So you've got King Charles, of course, and then the Bull of Clarence. Very, very interesting to have that change of monarch mid-series. So I absolutely am committed, or should be committed, to this series now. I've got the subscription to it, and the Royal Mint just takes money out of my bank account every like 4 months when they bring out a new coin. So it is what it is. I still like this series, and I hope that you all will too. I personally think this bull is better than the Queen's Beasts bull. That one was an interesting one. It was like, how do you make a bull, like, to coin a phrase, sexy? How do you get it to be interesting? And they kind of didn't really do it great in the Queen's Beast. But I like this one better. I think it is nicer. We've got the beautiful rendition of the matte finish, and if we just have a little bit of the camera reflection in the background, you can really see quite how beautiful the matte finish produces a nice look to it. And I do think this is a very elegant design for a bull. Can you still make a bull sexy? Probably not. But you know what? I think that's a pretty good effort, quite frankly. Now, in terms of some of the specifications, we're just going to run through each one of these in turn. Here's the certificate for the 1 ounce gold. I have certificate number 50, a nice little number. Now, this is interesting because the mintage on this is 300. It's low. It's lower than the Queen's Beast ones were, which is why I genuinely think that these 1 ounce golds, which are at about a half to a third of the mintage of the original run of the Queen's Beast 1 ounce golds, will be more popular going forwards. It's no guarantee, but that's my feelings, that's my thoughts on the matter. So let's put that one to one side for now. And the next one I want to look at is one of my favourites, the reverse proof version. Now these, I think, in the silver anyway, are going to be the ones to watch. These are going to be the most, I think, most profitable of the lot. Now, there we go, we've got them both out. You can see the real beauty, and the silver looks fantastic just in the regular proof. This is the regular proof of how it would look, and I do like that matte finish on that bull. It's got some brilliant light play, brilliant reflections coming off it. It looks like, do you know what it looks like? It looks like a bull that has been out running around in the hot sun and it's steaming once it's got wet. It does look like that to me, and I think that's pretty cool. The reverse proof, I love that background. It's so, you can look at those sort of spiral patterns you're getting with the light. I think it looks absolutely stunning. The beauty of the bull in the shiny proof also stands out beautifully from the coin when you do that. Now that looks like a proper black bull that's coming through the china shop, and I'm happy with the way that that looks. That's what this coin set is all about for me. That absolutely stunning rendition against the beautiful backgrounds of both the shiny and matte finishes, and I have to say there just doesn't come anything better than this. And if they did a reverse proof in gold, I'd be all over that as well, but sadly they don't. So that's the silver reverse proof set. Let's just have a quick look at the specifics for this one. Let's just zoom out a touch. So this is number 77, and this again is why I think this reverse proof coin is going to be super popular, because it only has a mintage of 500. There is a total coin mintage of this 1 ounce silver proof of 5,500, but only 500 of this set, which means there's only 500 of these. That's a real low mintage number for something like that, and I think it's going to be a real sought after edition within the coins. So there we have the reverse proof set. Let's put that to one side, and let's go for a slightly smaller gold coin now, the 1/4 ounce gold, and see how that compares to the 1 ounce gold. Will we still have that same level of detail as we do on the 1 ounce? Oh, sorry, this is a memorial sovereign. Hey, that's a little bit of an error. Oh well, never mind. Let's put that to one side. Here's the 1/4 ounce gold. Sorry to anybody who spotted that way before I did. Right, let's just move all of that out of the way. And here we have the 1/4 ounce gold box. And by the way, just for anyone who is interested, there is a little leaflet in each one of these. It's all the same, just in different sizes. You can have a little scan through of this and pause and have a read if you so wish, if you're interested. But I do like these little booklets. I always give them a little bit of a read when I find a little bit of time in my life. I do think that they're quite interesting to find out more information about this. And it really does sort of hark back to the heraldry, pomp and ceremony of history's past with the Tudor era, one of the most famous eras for the monarchy here in the United Kingdom. So here is the 1/4 ounce gold version in their beautiful mahogany boxes that we've all known to come and love now from the Royal Mint proof. So let's get it up next to the 1 ounce gold and see if we can see if there's any difference in kind of quality from the size. Does the design pop better on one or the other? And I have to say, even though it's a lot smaller of a coin, it still looks really good in that 1/4 ounce size. It's very, very elegant. It's got all of the detail that you'd want, and quite frankly, that you'd expect now from a modern mint with the ability to create these kind of coins. Really, really nice. I do like the 1/4 ounce size. I think this one is probably the next one in the series of coins after the 1 ounce reverse proof that will be most popular. In terms of potential return, I'm still not convinced that generally this series will yield huge returns, but I do think it's a nice coin, and it's a great entry-level piece for that kind of gold proof coin collection. It is expensive still, sitting at around the £750 mark, something like 800 maybe. So it's an expensive piece of gold still, don't get me wrong, but it's nice, and I think it's a really good addition to the set. So I'm pretty much all in on this set in terms of all of the other things that we've got. We've seen some of these coins here already, so if we get out this one, which is the last 1 ounce silver proof, I've still got 1 or 2 coins of this set outstanding. I'm doing the 2 ounce silver proof as well, and I think I've got a couple of spares of these 1 ounce proofs that are coming as well. The plan is to have, I think I've got 3 of these 1 ounce silver proofs all coming. The plan is to send 2 of each off for grading, hopefully get a set of pretty high graded coins, and then we'll be using the leftovers to fill gaps in other people's collections as and when we can through eBay sales and things like that. So really, really cool. I'm excited for these. I like them. I will go over all of the sort of video clips here to see if I've missed any quality control issues. But as I said, I've had a quick look through all of them before opening all of them in today's video, and I couldn't see any major issues beyond me misting up these capsules as I'm holding them. They look pretty good. There's no... I mean, considering how much bad luck I've had at some points in the past on Royal Mint coins, there have definitely been times where, 9 out of 10 coins would come through and they'd be awful. I'm not seeing that today, which is a good sign. And I do genuinely think there is progress coming on the Royal Mint's quality control side, certainly for proof coins. Bullion coins, we'll have discussions about that next week. For those watching to the end of this video, trust me, Monday, we've got some news to share. It's quite cool. And yeah, we'll talk about it then. But I mean, quality is an issue, but it's getting better on certainly the proof coins. So there we go. I've made quite the mess of our table. Look at this if I zoom right out. There's boxes everywhere. But I'd be very intrigued to hear what you think about the Royal Tudor Beasts series. I think it's one to watch. I think it's a sleeper series. As I've said, I do think that there's potential for it going forwards. How much potential is up to anybody's guess, but it's one of those ones I think that in 3-4 years when it's finished, and then beyond into the next 10 years, I think that it's going to be hard to beat the Queen's Beasts and Tudor Beasts as series, and I don't think they will do a third sort of Royal Beasts series. They just won't. I don't think there's going to be a market for it. And then we'll have this beautiful companion set of 20 coins that will look fantastic. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Last little plug for our eBay auction for anybody watching to the end. It ends tonight. At the time of filming, the price was £630, the highest bid. It's, a very cool piece of history. That's what I'll say. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description to the eBay listing there as well. Otherwise, that's it from me. We'll see you on the next video this weekend. Have a good one, and thanks to all my ramblers for sticking around to the back end of my videos. We really do love and appreciate you. And you know what? You're cool. There, I said it. You're cool. Are you happy now? Right, that's it from me. We'll see you next time. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.